Good evening. Hello. Thank you for watching, for subscribing. This is Steve Orr. I'm nycmasseur.com. And I'm not going to do any exercise or dancing or core work tonight. I just wanted to check in with a phrase that I was privileged enough to have shared with me through my Tea Time for the Sensitive Musician. It's called St. Anthony's Breastplate, and I forgot what it was. Anything that conceals, obscures my true self will be removed. I had to go look at it to review what it was. It's called St. Anthony's Breastplate, and it goes like this. Anything that obscures my true self will be removed. I repeat, anything that obscures my true self will be removed. A great little phrase for self-empowering, empowering the self when you feel fragmented. Anything that obscures my true self will be removed. Anything that obscures my true self will be removed. Wow, that's a handful. Just a real quick lesson here on meditation. I've been trying to get back into my practice to calm my mind and get more in touch with my breath as a technique to stop being so reactive to the world in general, to people in general. Somewhat easy to do when you're walking in the woods, when you're by a seashore, or when you are at home, finding a nice, quiet, comfortable place to do your thing. Much harder to do when you're biking through a New York street or in a store or a social situation. So that is why we practice when we're in the easy places, so that we do not get stressed out when we're in the hard places, if you know what I'm saying. So, my three-pronged approach. Number one, the body. Find a comfortable position. If I'm really tired, I will actually do the corpse pose down on the ground, on a yogi mat, or up on the roof. Meditating under the roof is a wonderful experience. You have the stars, you have the clouds to just let your mind go. But number one is the body position. And tonight, I'm just sitting upright in a chair. If you're really tired, you could slump back. But I like to try and practice sitting up with both feet on the floor. That's the body. Hands can be like this, or like this, or like this. And head, also, I like to do a little Alexander technique, as if my head was a balloon. I'm floating up on my spine, really up on my spine. Sometimes I'll even take my hands and just really pull up there. So number one is the body. Number two is the breath. Very important. Deep breath in. Often I will be counting my breaths, starting with 1, breathing in, and divided into 5. In, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4. Until I get to the 5th breath, then I'll go back to 1. If my mind is very, very monkey mind that day or that moment when I'm trying to meditate, I will keep going back to 1. That's cool to do. And also, if you are really, really tired, try not to fall asleep. Sometimes when I'm very, very tired before I go to bed, I will actually have to fight to stay awake. But make no mistake, if you do that, you want to be thinking to yourself, this is my time to meditate. Okay? And yes, number 3, we move into what's going on in the mind. First of all, that stupid cliche that is flung around by everyone who really doesn't know anything about it. I will stop my thoughts. You can't stop your thoughts. They will continue ad infinitum. But the trick is to notice your thoughts, to observe your thoughts, and not act out on them, i.e., oh, gee, I'm horny. Gee, I want to drink. Gee, I'm afraid. What if I get hit by a car tomorrow? What if I don't have any clients? The monkey mind goes on and on and on and on and on. So now is your chance to notice that and realize in your own mind's mind that this is my time to meditate. And I will stay here. I will dedicate myself to just being here in my practice for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I've had a long time away from my practice, so getting back into it is very healthy for me. If I can do a good 10 minutes, it's a success. Excuse me. If I can do a good 10 minutes, it is a success. 20 minutes is even better. But the mind, you're counting, your body's engaged, you're counting in the mind, and you're also paying attention to the breath. Number 1, body. Number 2, breath. Number 3, mind. 3 important facets to begin a meditation practice. Most importantly of all, start the practice. Do it. Okay, that's really all I had to say. What was the St. Christopher breastplate I started this whole little mini lesson in? I've forgotten it already. I was volunteering for doing the garden on the Serenity Garden at 11th Street. Anything, it just came back to me. Anything that obscures my true self will be removed. Anything that obscures my true self will be removed. And just as a footnote, last night, when I had discovered this thought yesterday in my tea time for the Sensitive Musician group, I started to make a list this morning of anything that obscures my true self will be removed. And it's interesting that what I came up with was my drinking, my marijuana, sometimes my marijuana. Verdict's kind of out like that on that one though, because I really do feel that sometimes to be a little bit stoned can take you closer to a more relaxed state and to a more malleable state where your mind is maybe in a different space to see and feel things. Anything that obscures my true self. And then I was thinking, wow, is it masturbation? Where is my true self when I'm masturbating? When I'm looking at muscle, when I'm getting off on muscle, where's my true self? That's unresolved. I really don't know the solution to that, because I have to do more research. You know, in Buddhism, they have this whole thing about the body and samsara and stuff, and that really doesn't work for me as a queen, as a horny gay bi daddy guy. That doesn't work for me. I feel that sex is a God-given gift and you should enjoy it. Enjoy those dopamines as much as you can. If it starts to get in the way, of course, you know, and there are boundaries, you know, I mean, legal boundaries and otherwise, but I don't know, it comes and goes, doesn't it, like everything else? Anyway, that's really all I had to say. Thank you for watching, and I'll try to do another exercise video soon, but I really had to take the time out to share with you a technique that I am coming back to, like returning home to a good friend, my meditation cushion, my chair, my self-contained body, my non-reactive mind. I hope this helps you out. Your comments are always welcome. And come for great massage. Thank you. Om Shanti, I'll throw that in, or Om Namah Shivaya, which is the Hindu version of I worship the highest within myself. Thanks, and I hope to be putting my healing hands on you soon. Thank you for watching. Remember, gratitude is the beginning. Gratitude, gratitude, and more gratitude. Peace out. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Oh, what was the date today? 4/4/24. This is Steve Orr, NYCMasseur.com. Out. Bye-bye.